5, Monday through Friday, 1290 WOPP. We're excited about it and hope and pray you'll be a part of it too.
townhall.com. Experts have now recovered the flight data recorder and components of the cockpit voice recorder from the Horizon airplane that was stolen near Seattle on Friday. 29-year-old airport worker Richard Russell died when the aircraft crashed on a tiny island southwest of Tacoma. Well, there were only a few dozen of them, white nationalists, who marched across from the White House yesterday in the so-called Unite the Right rally.
Counter-protesters far outnumbered the 30 or so white nationalists who showed up to the Unite the Right rally in D.C., organized by Jason Kessler.
A lot of white people feel aggrieved because they feel like the country that they're waking up in 2018 is a very, very different country than the one they woke up in 1960, 1970, 1980.
A few blocks away at Freedom Plaza, at least 1,000 counter-protesters gathered, including Reverend Graylin Hagler.
It's our strength and our unity, as well as our diversity, that is really the message that we're sending.
I'm Julie Walker.
It's 10th day of the trial of former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort. The defense expected to start calling witnesses later in the week. Still don't know if Manafort himself testified. Something to look forward to. Fuel price analyst Trilby Lundberg says lower gas prices are likely on the way.
Crude oil prices have been weakening, and some producers, especially Saudi Arabia, Russia, and the United States, are upping their oil output. At the same time, in the U.S., our demand for gasoline is weak.
The rival Koreas have agreed to hold a third summit between their leaders in Pyongyang sometime before the end of next month. Today's agreement comes amid the ongoing nuclear standoff between Washington and North Korea. On Wall Street this morning, Dow futures down 81 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
It's probably been about 10 years ago. I had quite a few credit cards. The interest on the cards was really high. I was making the minimum payments, but barely. And it was just getting to be too much, so I called Trinity.
If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976 to talk to a certified counselor.
They met with me, and they were able to get all of my credit cards in one lower payment.
Trinity will consolidate your accounts into one easy-to-manage monthly payment, put a stop to late fees and over-limit charges, reduce your interest, and possibly improve your credit score. You'll save thousands.
They did help me learn how to manage my money. Now, we have a house, and we're doing a lot better.
If your debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
My name is Holly, and I am debt-free for keeps.
1-800-990-6976.
Afghan forces battling the Taliban in the key provincial capital for the fourth straight day, following a massive assault on the eastern city last week that overwhelmed its defenses, allowed the Taliban fighters to capture parts of the city. The assault on the capital of Ghazni province, major show of force by the Taliban, which infiltrated deep into the strategic city, barely 75 miles from the capital of Kabul. The U.S. has sent military advisors to aid the Afghan forces. As China's leaders gather for their annual Yellow Sea retreat, country's political waters looking rather choppy. Chinese President and ruling Communist Party leader Xi Jinping is set by economic, foreign policy, and domestic political challenges just months after clearing his way to rule for as long as he wants. China's most dominant leader since Mao, mounting criticism of the Xi administration's policies, expose the risk he faces from amassing so much power. News and analysis at townhall.com. The Texas Republican Party is suing a Democrat for living outside of his district.
Democrat Pete Gallego claims he does live where he's seeking a Senate seat. A former U.S. and state representative, he finished second in a July 31st special election behind Republican Pete Flores, a retired game warden. The race is heading to a runoff. State GOP Chairman James Dickey says it is common knowledge Gallego does not live in Senate District 19 and that has for years lived with his family in Austin, where his wife has a homestead exemption. Dickey claims it's well known and well documented.
WOPV. Good morning. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Across dozens of states. The agency holding listening sessions around the country this summer on the contaminants, which were used in non-stick cookware, stain-resistant carpets, fast food wrappers, firefighting foam. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hang on.
With SRN Sports, I'm Michael Harrington. Let's start with golf. Brooks Koepka won his first PGA Championship Sunday, playing poised and mistake-free golf down the stretch amid ear-splitting roars for Tiger Woods and a late charge from a revitalized Adam Scott. The U.S. Open champion closed with a 466 to reach 16 under for the tournament. That left Koepka 3 shots clear of Scott and 2 ahead of Woods, whose Sunday charge electrified the big crowd. Koepka says he enjoyed playing in front of the St. Louis fans.
I've never seen that many people in a golf tournament. It's actually, I know that it's a big sports town, which is awesome. And then to see all these people come out and support the golf tournament, I love it. I wish it was like that every week.
Koepka is the 5th player to ever win the U.S. Open and the PGA in the same year. He's in very good company. The others are Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, Ben Hogan, and the legendary Gene Sarazen. This is SRN Sports. Starting with Major League Baseball in the American League, it was the Yankees over Texas yesterday, 7-2.
Okay. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Bud, Jessica, Philip, and Terry.
Cleveland 9, White Sox 7, and the A's over the Angels 8-7. In the National League, Mets 4, Miami 3, Arizona beat the Reds 9-2. Braves 8, Milwaukee 7, Colorado over the Dodgers 4-3. It was the Padres beating the Phillies 9-3. Giants 4, Pittsburgh 3, same score Cubs over the Nationals. Interleague play, Cardinals 8, and the Royals 2. NASCAR Kevin Harvick won at Michigan International Speedway Sunday, giving him a NASCAR high 7 victories this season. His number 4 Ford finished 3+ seconds ahead of Brad Keselowski's number 2 Ford on Sunday. And in NFL news, 49ers running back Jerick McKinnon will miss at least 1 week. He has a strained right calf. This is SRN Sports.
Is your air conditioning and heating system giving some problems? Is it time for repair? Is it time for a new one? Air Control, Gary Strickland can give you that answer. Call 493-9689. Air Control, located at 802 U.S. Highway 84, right here in Opp. Warranty work and license right here in Opp to serve you. Gary Strickland, we don't mistake. 493-9689.
It says he enjoyed playing in front of...
News Business Brief, I'm Dennis Crowley. The Treasury Department is reporting the federal government racked up a $76.9 billion deficit in July, with increased government spending and tax cuts, keeping the country on track to record its biggest annual deficit in 6 years. The Treasury Department reports that in the first 10 months of this budget year, the deficit totals $684 billion, up 20.8% from the same period last year. A North Carolina town will be the site of a new Amazon distribution center that officials say will lead to hundreds of millions of dollars in investment and the creation of more than 1,000 jobs. State and local officials say that the Raleigh suburb of Garner will be home to a new distribution center for the Seattle-based web retailer. Wall Street opens this morning after the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed on Friday at 25,313 with business. I'm Dennis Kraut.
Located in historical downtown, the Op Gun Shop is your local gun and sell service shop. Main focus is gun repair, maintenance, and restoration with a high priority on personal and home safety. The Op Gun Shop is owned and operated by James Clifton and Linda Clifton. And ladies, talk with Linda about your gun defense needs. The Op Gun Shop is your local gun shop for repairs, service, and sales. 109 West Covington Avenue, across the street from the Op Donut Shop in downtown Op.
Tuscaloosa School is welcoming several animals onto its campus this year as it launches a program for students.
I need to reset the
veterinary
computer.
medicine.
I don't have
With
time.
the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station
Not right.
1290 WOPP. About 25 students are enrolled in the new pre-veterinary science program at the Tuscaloosa Career and Technology Academy. The city of Huntsville is going to use taxpayer funds to pay legal expenses for a police officer charged in the death of an armed man who police say was suicidal. The city council voted to cover the defense of 25-year-old Huntsville police officer William Darby. He was indicted on a murder charge. Federal authorities are offering a reward for help identifying anyone who removed eggs from a protected shorebird nesting site near Dauphin Island. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is offering $2,500. Many least-turned chicks died after the eggs were left out in the hot sun. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP.
Quicken Loans presents the Sports Flash, driven by Jeep on your hometown station 1290 WOPP. The Atlanta Braves defeated Milwaukee 8-7 at SunTrust Park. Braves taking 2 of 3 in this series. Ronald Acuna Jr. and Dansby Swanson each hitting a 2-run home run. Ozzie Albies hitting a solo shot. Nick Markakis had an RBI triple and an RBI double. Sean Newcomb allowed 5 runs over 4 innings. Johnny Venters with the win in relief. PGA Championship at Bellerive in St. Louis. Brooks Koepka wins his second major of the year, firing a Sunday round 66 to finish at 16 under par, a 2-shot win over Tiger Woods, who shot a 64 on Sunday, including 8 birdies despite hitting only 5 fairways. Adam Scott finishing at 13 under. Koepka has now won 3 of the last 7 majors. NASCAR, Kevin Harvick wins at Michigan Sunday, his 7th victory of the season, a 3-second win over Brad Keselowski. 6 months of Apple Music free with the official vehicles of summer from Jeep. I'm Tony Desiri on your hometown station 1290 WOPP.
Mahindra presents the Race Flash.
Powered by SB Nation Radio.
Kevin Harvick dominates at Michigan for his 7th win of the season. He takes the Consumers Energy 400 after leading 108 out of 200 laps. It's his 44th career victory, which ties him for 17th all-time with Hall of Famer Bill Elliott. This week, the Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race at Bristol. Justin Allgaier earns his 3rd Xfinity Series win of the season. He takes a Rock and Roll Tequila 170 at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course on Saturday. Friday, the Xfinity Series in Bristol for the Food City 300. NASCAR Truck Series at Michigan Saturday. Brett Moffitt edged Johnny Sauter by 25 one-thousandths of a second to take the Corrigan Oil 200. Thursday, the UNOH 200 at Bristol. NASCAR with all 3 series racing this week at Thunder Valley.
That's your Mahindra Race Flash.
Powered by SB Nation Radio.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Quarter-ounce sliced pork chops, $1.19 a pound. USDA boneless top sirloin steak, $3.99 a pound. Fresh fryer wings, $1.99 a pound. Essential everyday milk, 1 gallon, 2 for $5. Sours mayo, 30 ounces, $1.88. Del Monte ketchup, 24 ounces, 77 cents. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, 18 ounces, 99 cents. Dole garden salad mix, 12-ounce bag, 99 cents.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Rich Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you on this Monday morning? It is the 13th day of August, 4:01 in the morning right now. A little oppressive out here, but we had a very hot Sunday. with a high temperature at Montgomery Airport, 96, and a heat index of 104. Wow. We won't be quite that hot today. We'll be hot enough, but I think are a little bit today. And I think as we go through the week, the rain chances will be fluctuating down. Good job. If you're walking through the details of the week ahead, which days have the better rain chances? What are the hottest days? We will also I'll keep you in the I'm glad you're here this morning. Here we go. A couple of factors at play today that will make this a more active thunderstorm day. You see that trough from the Ohio Valley just brushing by our state today? That's one factor. See the front on the map? That's lifting northward, and south of that front, a very juicy air mass will lead to, much better showers and thunderstorms today than what we saw over the weekend. Still could be strong. Around 40% today with a high temperature around 93 and tonight's low 73. The winds will be light. Hey, there's tomorrow. This is the moisture channel. You can see ample moisture for more scattered showers and storms Tuesday. So again, I've got the rain chances pegged somewhere around 40%. And I think that's reasonable. But then as we get towards Wednesday is a day of transition. Somewhat drier air will be in place. Hotter day, fewer storms, and with the drier air mass, I think there could be an isolated storm somewhere, but most areas will stay dry and temperatures will be in the middle 90s. Then on Thursday, another disturbance approaching the state, so we'll have to take the rain chances up a little bit. We've got 40% on Thursday. I think the rain chances are better Friday. You see that trough coming into the area from the Great Lakes on Friday. That's going to stir up the atmosphere, so showers and storms will be rather widespread. I've got the chances at 50% now, but we may have to go up on the Friday rain chances. And the better rain chances carry into the upcoming weekend. Now, the weekend will not be a washout, but we'll be dodging raindrops from time to time. Certainly more numerous on the storms than this last weekend. So let's summarize the rain chances for you at 40% tomorrow. Then just a slight chance Wednesday with a high around 95. And the rain chances start to pick up on Thursday, get a little bit better on Friday, and continue decent chances over the upcoming weekend with high temperatures over 90. Let's go out to the tropics now. There's one area to watch out there in the central Atlantic. 20% chance of development over the next day or two. But the point is, the Atlantic is very quiet. But I thought it'd be fun to go back 1 year ago today to see what was happening. We had Gert, which was a tropical storm north of the Bahamas. But you see that area coming off of Africa at New Indes. You know what that became? Yeah, that's right. That is the seed of Harvey. And Harvey, of course, we know what that did to Texas. And that was the first of 3 big ones last year, including Irma and Maria. So a much different situation in the Atlantic last year. And by the way, on this day in hurricane history, that's Hurricane Charlie coming into Punta Gorda, Florida as a Category 4 hurricane, the first of the fearsome foursome in 2004, including Francis, Jean, Ivan, for the year 2004. Don't forget, even though we're having a quiet year in the tropics, it only takes one storm affecting us to make this a big season, and we'll continue to watch that. Remember, 1992 had one big storm that started, the A storm started in August, and that was Andrew. Otherwise quiet hurricane season. Hey, we're live on the radio this morning from 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 with Greg J. Emily, live on TV this morning on a couple of stations, ABC 32 and CBS 8, with Ryan Stinnett. We talk weather at 5:50 a.m. and at 6:40 a.m. our morning crew interacts with their morning crew. And then there'll be another video for you first thing tomorrow morning at 4:45 a.m. You're out and about anytime you want, twice an hour across the dial on 8 stations. That's the real fun forecast. Have a good day today. Stay cool. I'll see you later.
The Warm Beverage Company of Troy is proud to be a Bobcat sponsor and fan. Have you tried our Callaway Blue Water, Calypso Lemonade, Sparkling Ice Flavored Water, and Blue Energy Drink? It's refreshing before, during, and after the game, or at the victory party, or the next tailgating. It's not bad at the Op Rattlesnake Rodeo either. Be at the game if all possible, but if you can't, listen to our friends on WOPP. The folks at Warm Beverage Company says go Bobcats.
Children, obey your parents, honor your father and mother, so that it will go well with you in the land that you're living.
As a parent, God's Word gives you the authority. Arlene Pelican on Focus on the Family Minute explaining why that role is more important than trying to be your child's friend.
And so this is how God has set it up. So even if we are more comfortable being on an equal plane, being a best friend, But the Bible's telling us you are the authority figure, and that authority figure doesn't have to be this mean, strict, awful. No, this is an authority figure that is loving, that's providing guidance, because I think many of us as parents, we want to be chummy instead of saying, I'm not afraid to be unpopular, to make decisions that I know are good for you.
Sometimes you just have to be unpopular with your kids in order to provide the guidance they need. More from Arlene at FamilyMinute.org.
Papa G's Pizza is a family-owned and operated restaurant. Rhonda would invite you to come out and give them a try if you haven't already. Papa G's Pizza's been serving our community and the surrounding area, and they offer a big thank you to all the loyal customers. Papa G's is open Monday through Friday, 11 to 2 for lunch, 4 until 8 for dinner, and Papa G's offers more than just pizza. Call for a menu at 493-3055.
Op Health and Rehabilitation, a division of Northport Health Services, a family-owned business where our staff and residents are family. Our residents maintain well-being. We care for life. We provide activities for residents, one-on-one when needed, and family members are always welcome. Our rehabilitation includes physical, occupational, and speech, short-term to long-term care. Visit our office at Op Health and Rehabilitation on Polk Avenue, phone 493-4558.
What? Humming.
Ready to eat donuts?
Trash.
Alabama fresh good donuts. Yes, Op Donut Shop. Fresh made donuts. The Op Donut Shop. Easy to find. West Cumberland Avenue, across the street from the Op Gun Shop. Oh, goodness gracious. Donuts in Op. The Op Donut Shop. West Cumberland Avenue, across the street from the Op Gun Shop. Open Monday
Thought I heard
through
Sunday when I was driving in.
1 p.m. Check us out on Facebook. Op Donut Shop. Now serving deli sandwiches.
HD Edgar Trucking, home-owned and operated, proud to be located in Opp, proud to employ hometown folks, proud to support our schools, proud to support our
Reset the
industry,
computer.
proud to support Focus on the
Didn't
Family
take
at
it
6
out.
a.m. and 12 noon on WOPP. Durwood and Martha Edgar and staff at HD Edgar Trucking ask that you consider attending a church of your choice this Sunday.
Here.
Join Focus on the Family, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. and 12 noon. Brought to you by
Farmers IGA, HD Edgar Trucking.
This is Dr. Jim Powell, Community Representative for Focus on the Family and Director of the Lucille Pierce Family Literacy Center in Opp. Remember that we have anger management, counseling, and parenting classes. We appreciate the sponsors of Focus on the Family. For more information, call 493-8888.
Here's your weather bug, LA weather. I'm Ray Williams. Let's get this Monday morning started. We've got partly cloudy skies and your out-the-door temperature around 73. Increasing clouds giving us a 60% chance of rain, possibly a thunderstorm before 1. Partly sunny for the remainder of the day. Afternoon high expected of 92. Monday night, mostly cloudy, 74 for the low. Tuesday, 50-50 chance
All right,
of
I
rain.
can calm down. It's not on
Otherwise,
there.
another chance, partly sunny, and a high 92. That's the latest Lower Alabama weather.
Still don't like it.
On WOPP.
All right, let's see. The morning low 74. The winds, well, they are from the south, maybe 1 mile an hour. The official sunrise this morning at 6:10. The official sunset at 7:31. Presently 75 degrees and overcast here at the studios of WOPP.
MediaCom's Super Savings Event is here. And that means if you're not a MediaCom customer, switch now. Bundle super fast internet, action-packed TV, and home phone for as low as $24.99 a month each for 1 year. No contract required. Ditch your current provider and call 1-800-SIMPLIFY to make the switch to MediaCom. Enjoy TV with local, sports, and cable channels on now and free on demand. Plus, everyone can be online at the same time with insanely fast internet speeds from 60 meg to 1 gig with in-home Wi-Fi. Plus, for a limited time, get Showtime for 6 months and free TiVo DVR service for 3 months. MediaCom's Super Savings Event ends soon. Call 1-800-SIMPLIFY today. Available to qualified new MediaCom customers only. Price does not include activation, installation, nor the rental, local broadcast taxes, and fees. Internet speeds may vary, and monthly usage allowance applies. Additional restrictions may apply. Not available in all areas. Call Mediacom for more details.
When it comes to making choices for your future, there's no better decision than earning a college credential. LBW Community College can prepare you for a high-demand, high-wage career through several career technical training programs. Or complete your first 2 years of an academic transfer program at half the cost of attending a university. The journey to achieving your dream career depends on taking that first step. Register now. Fall classes begin August 20th. Get more information at lbwcc.edu. LBW Community College. Your future, your choice, your college.
Classic 66 Bar reminds drivers, according to the U.S. Department of Transportation, texting while driving is a leading cause of traffic accidents and fatalities. Do your part. Put the phone down when driving. The LOLs can wait, and the life you save may be your own. This message, courtesy of our good friends at Classic 66 Bar, 451 North Daleville Avenue in Daleville. This family-owned bar is renowned for caring about their community. Dial 334-598-4747 for dark tournament information and hours. They remind us, don't tempt fate. Your text can wait.
Today we salute you, Mr. Really Big Golf Club Maker. You gave golfers what we really need. A sweet spot the size of a compact car. Thanks to you, we're no longer slicing the ball 200 yards into the woods. We're slicing it 300 yards into the woods. So crack open a nice cold Bud Light, oh Titan of the Titanium. Bud Light beer.
Distributed by Horn Beverage Company, Donna Horn, Sam Zipper, and Jim Booty Bruce.
Monterey's Mexican Grill reminds drivers, according to the U.S. Department of Transportation, texting while driving is a leading cause of traffic accidents and fatalities. Do your part. Put the phone down when driving. The LOLs can wait, and the life you save may be your own. That's from Monterey's Mexican Grill in Elba, with the most authentic Mexican food around, hands down. For a unique eating experience.
Good morning, Sherry. Yeah, enjoyed meeting you. Good morning, Sandra.
Dial 334-897-8976. They remind us, don't tempt fate. Your text can wait.
This is Ward's Daily Almanac on WB Ward. Today is Monday, August 13th, and this marks the anniversary of a famous cartoon. That and more on Ward's Daily Almanac. Join Shamal, Sheba, and Susie, 3 dogs that are off to find adventure in the audiobook Shamal and the Other World. Written for young people by Alex Seals, we'll take a fanciful journey that will have you doing everything from battling crazy cats to transforming into superheroes. This is not your normal romp in the park. Buy the audiobook Shamal and the Other World by Alex Seals today from Audible.com, Amazon, or iTunes. Find more information about Shamal and the Other World at WBWard.com. Among those born today, the true master of suspense, Alfred Hitchcock. Other birthdays today include Burt Lahr, Rex Humbard, Fidel Castro, and Dan Fogelberg. The coin-operated telephone was patented on this date in 1889 by William Gray of Hartford, Connecticut. The first one was installed at a local bank. Germany became divided on this date in 1961. Shortly before midnight, East German soldiers began laying barbed wire, which outlined the first installment of the Berlin Wall. Today in 1982, the teenage coming-of-age comedy Fast Times at Ridgemont High opened in theaters around the United States. This show provided irreverent comedy and satirical humor under the guise of being a cartoon. Today in 1997, the first episode of South Park aired on Comedy Central. That's a look at Monday, August 13th. To find out what happened on this or any other day of the year, just visit my website at WBWard.com. That address again is WBWard.com.
See, this is not right, man. Bugs me.
Return to sender. Return to sender. I gave a letter to the postman. He put it sight. Bright and early next morning, he brought my letter back. She wrote upon it, return to sender. Address unknown.
2 minutes needed to give me time to restart my computer.
No such number.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Mitch Thomason. Presidential allies and national security experts call it a serious breach of ethics and security. Former presidential advisor Omarosa Manigault Newman says she secretly recorded her firing by Chief of Staff John Kelly in the high security Situation Room. Prosecution expected to call one more witness to the stand today in the federal trial of former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort. Still don't know if Manafort himself will testify later in the week. We have word this morning of an upcoming meeting between North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, South Korean President Moon Jae-in in Pyongyang.
The announcement, released after nearly 2 hours of talks led by the rivals' chiefs for inter-Korean affairs, mentions that while the September meeting takes place, envoys will discuss Pyongyang's nuclear disarmament efforts and international sanctions. But the statement is remarkably thin on facts. The two sides haven't mentioned an exact date for the summit or provided any details on how to implement past agreements. The push for what will be the leaders' third summit since April comes amid renewed worries surrounding a nuclear standoff between Washington and Pyongyang. I'm Charles Siladesma.
Just a few dozen white supremacists turned out yesterday for a march near the White House. They were vastly outnumbered by thousands of counter-demonstrators and police. And Washington, D.C. Police Chief Peter Newsham says it was a textbook law enforcement operation.
There was no special accommodations. What you saw today, every single action by law enforcement today was to ensure separation. You have to keep these two groups separated.
They've recovered the black boxes from that plane stolen from the Seattle airport on Friday. Subsequently crashed on a small island southwest of Tacoma. The pilot, an airport worker, died in the crash. He was the only person on board the plane. Wall Street Dow futures down 69 points. NASDAQ futures off 24. More on these stories at townhall.com.
CCB time is 6:30. Time for you to drop by CCB here and meet our local staff, talk over our local community activities, talk over your banking needs. Member FDIC. Good morning. I'm Robert Booth.
And I'm Jay Michael.
For Dateline Action News, brought to you by
Harper's Appliances,
J.M. Jackson. Where did I get that one? TNC Pharmacy,
Southern Independent Bank,
Farmers IGA,
Power South,
JR's Lawnmower Shop,
the Woodmore,
and Mizell Memorial Hospital. I got them on my mind about something.
Oh, okay. Well, Spartan, the world's largest obstacle race and endurance brand, is heading to Milky Way Farms in Pulaski, Tennessee in September for the Nashville Super and Sprint Weekend. Among the thousands of participants expected to take on the 8 to 10 mile Super and the 3 to 5 mile Sprint races is Huntsville resident Julia Cutabondow, and don't quote me on that name. She lost her son Evan just over a year ago after a battle with addiction, and she needed a way to heal and let out her pain. That's when she came across a local training program for the upcoming Nashville Super and Sprint Race Weekend. Since joining the group, Julia says she's been able to let out some negative energy and has made some great friends along the way. She's about 7 weeks away from tackling the Spartan Sprint race in honor of her son Evan.
The average U.S. price of regular grade gasoline has risen 2 cents a gallon over the past 2 weeks to $2.93. Industry analyst Trivy Lundberg on the Lundberg survey says that 53% a gallon higher than at this time last year. Lundberg said Sunday it appeared that unlikely prices will continue to rise in the weeks ahead, however, and could actually drop slightly. She says that because refineries have increased capacity and current demand is weak. The highest average price in the continuous 48 states, $3.69 in San Francisco Bay Area. The lowest average was $2.53 in Jackson, Mississippi.
Prosecutors say a former teacher crossed the line when he grabbed a student by his throat and dragged him down a table in the school cafeteria. The 2017 incident was caught on surveillance video inside Lumpkin Mountain Education Charter High School, an alternative school in Georgia for students who have gotten in trouble at other schools in the district. It's resulted in felony charges against the teacher, Tim Garner. The 61-year-old claims he acted in self-defense and has no regrets for his action. I was in fear of a headbutt or something like that, carrying something, Garner said. He said the altercation began after he asked the 17-year-old student, whom he described as a troubled teen with a violent past, to clean up the mess he had made in the cafeteria. In the video, you can see the student and two others messing around with a styrofoam box, passing it back and forth. Then Garner stood up and asked other students to exit the cafeteria, but when the 17-year-old tries to leave, that's when the confrontation took place.
One person is dead after a Saturday evening crash in Montgomery, according to Sergeant Jared Williams with the Montgomery Police Department. Officers and paramedics responded to the intersection of Eastern Boulevard and Haskell Drive in reference to a two-vehicle collision at about 7:40 p.m. There they found a 2008 Nissan with 4 injured passengers. Williams said 3 of the passengers had non-life-threatening injuries, but the fourth, 28-year-old Tiffany Little, was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Little was pronounced dead on Sunday. The second vehicle, that is, a 2005 Chevrolet Tahoe, had multiple occupants. Williams said none of those complained of injuries. The initial investigation indicates the 2005 Chevrolet Tahoe was headed northbound on the Eastern Boulevard through a green light when the 2008 Nissan, while traveling southbound, attempted to turn left in front of the Chevrolet Tahoe, resulting in the collision. The northbound lanes were closed and traffic was diverted onto the service road as investigators worked the scene Saturday night.
The Troy campus was bursting with life Sunday as the 14th annual Odyssey convocation ceremony began the new school year for the class of 2022. It's become a tradition on the campus as part of the annual welcome weekend. It gives both parents and students a chance to spend some time together before classes start. For many of the students moving across the state to Troy, it's a big step, but they're showing no signs of anxiety as they begin the next chapter in their lives. The first day of classes for Troy University's main campus will be Wednesday, August the 15th.
A Tuscaloosa school is welcoming several animals onto campus this year as it launches a program for students interested in veterinary medicine. The Tuscaloosa News reports that 25 students are enrolled in the new pre-veterinary science program at the Tuscaloosa Career and Technology Academy. As part of the program, the school has acquired 6 sheep that will be kept on campus. The first sheep brought to the school was 5-month-old Betsy, who came from a farm in Jefferson County. Last week, several people got to know Betsy when she wandered into the school's conference hall.
Betsy.
Yeah, Betsy. Check your time. It's now 6:35.
1106 for Harper Appliances for warranty work and most commercial appliances and ice machines. For home or commercial electrical repair or installation. Both Harper Appliances, 504-1106. Air conditioning and heat pump repair. At Harper Appliances, we don't just repair, we fix it the right way. Harper Appliances, phone 504-1106.
Do you hate going to the pharmacy? Does your pharmacy have you at the corner of frustrated and good at? Then get out of line and come on over to TNC Pharmacy, where your prescriptions will be filled in minutes, not hours. We have a convenient drive-thru. We offer competitive prices on cash prescriptions.
Good morning, Bo. Adrian.
TNC Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy, where you won't be at the corner of headaches. And how long is this going to take? TNC Pharmacy, 101 Parish Avenue. Call us at 493-4517.
Over the past several years, interest rates have hovered near historic lows, to the point that would-be borrowers have become accustomed to low rates. In mid-June, the Federal Reserve not only raised interest rates, but announced their intentions to raise rates again at least once in 2018. If you have a need for a personal loan, a business loan, or a home loan, come see us today to take advantage of still attractive rates and our exceptional loan service. Southern Independent Bank, in Op and Andalusia, member FDIC, and Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 472429.
Clyde Siders Elwood, 65 of Enterprise, passed away Wednesday. He is survived by his wife, Edith Thomas Siders, Frances Hoffman, his mother, sister Debbie Bryan and Tom, daughter Lisa Wortley and Chris, grandson Tristan Wortley and Noah Wortley, son Elwood Clyde Siders III, and numerous nieces and nephews. A memorial service will be held on Saturday at 2 p.m. on Saturday, August 18th at 2 p.m. at Hayes Funeral Home in Elba. Visitation will be from 1 until 2 o'clock prior to the service. In lieu of flowers, the family requests contributions to the Waymakers Church, 204 Laurel Breeze Drive, Enterprise, Alabama, 36330. Joseph Michael Guerrero, age 92, passed away at Elba Nursing Home on Thursday. He is survived by daughter Penny, Therese, and Zed, nephew Greg Snyder and Elaine, and their 4 daughters, brother-in-law Tom Carroll, niece Sherry Carroll, and nephews Tom Carroll and Mark John Snyder. A memorial service for Joe will be held at Elba Methodist Church on Sunday, August 26th. Visitation 1 to 2 p.m. and service at 2. In lieu of flowers, please consider donating to Joe's favorite charity, the Tuskegee Airmen.
Funerals are added to our local news as soon as possible after receiving them from the funeral home. Funerals are also posted daily on the WOPP Facebook page.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA.
Quarter loin sliced pork chops, $1.19 a pound. USDA boneless top sirloin steak, $3.99 a pound. Fresh fryer wings, $1.99 a pound. Totino's Pizza, 10 ounces, 99 cents. Tide Clean and Simple Laundry Detergent, 38 ounces, $7.77. Northern Bathroom Tissue, 12 double rolls, $5.99. Coke, Sprite, Vanilla Yellow, 12-pack cans, 3 for $10. Dole Garden Salad Mix, 12-ounce bag, 99 cents.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Over the years, technology has changed the way we do things. It's made your local electric system more efficient. It's improved power reliability. But one thing we haven't changed is our commitment to service. Our promise of reliable electric service remains strong because we believe in commitment to our customers. Even if the microchip gives way to laser technology, our commitment to service is etched in stone.
Covington Electric Co-op, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Andalusia Police Department is currently investigating a report of a shooting incident in the area of Oak Street. No injuries. Andalusia Police Department has requested the assistance of the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency to assist in the investigation and apprehension of the suspect or suspects. A black car has been reported to have been in the area, and reportedly shots were fired from this car. If any person has knowledge of this incident, you are asked to contact Andalusia Police Department at 334-222-1155 immediately. At 8:15 p.m. Saturday night, all police department investigators, A&C shift officers, and a Covington County SO unit captured Philip Michael Dash in the area of the intersection of Kellum Street and the Florilla Highway. Mr. Dash fled from a vehicle on foot. Officers pursued Dash and deployed a taser. Dash was taken into custody and will be charged with the escape second-degree charge. On August 9th, agents for the 22nd Judicial Circuit Drug Task Force went to the home of Paul Ashley Cook, located in a shed off North 6th Avenue in Florilla, Alabama. Agents have been receiving reports that Cook was distributing large amounts of methamphetamine from the residence. Agents made contact with Paul Cook in the shed of the residence, and after speaking with him, agents were able to develop enough information to apply and receive a search warrant for the shed. Agents located more than 200 grams of methamphetamine, a smoking device, and digital scales, plus other items of paraphernalia. Paul Ashley Cook was arrested and charged with drug trafficking and possession of drug paraphernalia. Bond was set at $515,000. Jean-Pierre Pate, 26 of Andalusia, pleaded guilty Friday afternoon to trafficking in synthetic controlled substance before Circuit Judge Lex Short. A synthetic controlled substance is chemically altered to be similar to, but not exactly the same as, its illegal scheduled controlled substance counterpart. The typical purpose for altering the chemical makeup of the substance is to avoid violating criminal laws. Cade's plea follows his arrest on June 16, 2016, wherein he had led officers on a chase through the River Falls and Red Level area. According to DTF Commander Mark Odom, the approximate street value of the drugs is around $20,000. Judge Short sentenced Pate to 15 years imprisonment. At the time this case was brought,
He had no prior convictions. However, he has since pled guilty to multiple drug charges in Butler County as well.
The Opp Police Department reporting 6 in their jail. Andalusia Police Department reporting 4 in their jail. Cumberland County Sheriff Department booked in 7. 1 for driving under the influence, 2 for failure to appear. 1 possession of controlled substance, drug paraphernalia, possession of meth, and driving under the influence. 1 for possession of drug paraphernalia and meth. 1 court order. 1 possession of meth, driving under the influence. 2 released, 202 in the Cumberland County Jail. The Elba City Council meets this afternoon at 5:30 at City Hall. The business meeting is open to the public.
The Covington Arts Council is partnering with Missoula Children's Theater for a production of Gulliver's Travels. Among the roles to be cast are Gulliver and his trusty computer Jason, the giant king, queen, and princess of Bornab, a giant wasp, the maniacal scientist of La Punta and his robots, Hoyan horses, yahoos, and aliens of Lilliput and Belfus. No advanced preparation is necessary. Assistant directors will also be cast to aid in rehearsals throughout the week and to take on essential backstage responsibility. The production will include parts for approximately 60 students, and auditions are open to students in 1st through 12th grade. Ayers said that auditions will be held beginning at 3:30 p.m. sharp at the Dixon Center on the Andalusia campus of LBW. Rehearsals will be scheduled each afternoon, and the public performance is set for 6 p.m. on Friday. There also will be a school performance on Friday morning for 4th graders. The Opp Cultural Arts Center also will do a Missoula production in the 2018-19 school year. They will present The Pied Piper in February.
Help wanted for the 2018 peanut harvest. The Alabama Department of Agriculture and Industries will be accepting applications and conducting interviews for temporary employment between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. on the following dates and locations. Today, at Andalusia at the Public Library. Wednesday, August the 15th in Florella at the City Hall. For more information, visit their website, alabamaafsis.com.
The Covington County Grassroots Alliance and Alabama Arise are sponsoring a listening session about health care in Alabama, and the local organizer, Steve Hubbard, hopes that people from all spectrums of the poverty scale will be in attendance. Hubbard wants people to learn about Alabama Arise and hopes that if people come, they will feel like they are becoming more involved in the community. Arise is a group that will work with people and make life better. They will be taking on subjects such as Medicaid, payday lending, and eliminating sales tax on groceries. Mike Nicholson from the Arise Citizens Policy Project and Alabama Arise will speak at the event. The event is free and will be located at the Andalusia City Hall Auditorium on Tuesday, August the 14th from 6 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. For more information, call 1-800-832-9060 or email Mike at alarise.org.
Friends and family of the Reverend James Kilpatrick has opened an account at Southern Independent Bank in his name for donations for hearing aids. His other needs are being taken care of by insurance, family, and friends. The hearing aids were busted in the beating that he took. He is recovered and is back preaching. Help wanted for the 2018 peanut harvest. The Alabama Department of Agriculture and Industries will be accepting applications and conducting interviews for temporary employment between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. on the following dates and locations: Andalusia at the Public Library, Wednesday in Florella at the City Hall. For more information, visit their website, alabamaafsis.com.
JR's Lawnmower Shop, Opp, Alabama. It's hot weather, folks, and hey, that grass is growing, the rain is coming. We got the power equipment to take care of you. Husqvarna, we're a total source dealer, will not be undersold. Grasshopper, we got grasshoppers, 48-inch all the way up to a big 72-inch. We will not be undersold. Did I say financing? We got some great deals on financing. If you got approved credit, 0% interest on most models. Hey folks, come see us. We are your power source when it comes to outdoor power equipment. Did I say about the steel weed eaters? We got a great lineup of steel weed eaters, all the way from the handheld trimmers to the backpack mowers. Don't forget our golf cart lineup. We're motorized Yamaha dealer and Easy Go. And yes, we carry Yeti and the Big Green Eggs. Don't forget us, we will not be undersold. JR's Lawnmower Shop is located Highway 84, better known as Cummins Avenue, in the Cotton Mill Village. Come see us.
Life's about cycles. Most of us were fortunate enough to have people that took extremely good care of us from the time we were born. As the cycle comes around, it's our turn to do the taking care of. Our elders lived their lives with independence and class, and the Woodmore wants them to be able to continue their lives as close to normal as possible. But when assistance is needed, the staff is there. Doctor appointments, planning activities, or just being there, all you have to do is ask. So go by for a visit on 331 North, or give the Woodmore a call at 493-2721.
Here is your weather bug, LA weather. I'm Ray Williams. Let's get this Monday morning started. We've got partly cloudy skies and your out-the-door temperature around 73. Increasing clouds giving us a 60% chance of rain, possibly a thunderstorm before 1. Partly sunny for the remainder of the day. Afternoon high expected of 92. Monday night, mostly cloudy, 74 for the low. Tuesday, 50-50 chance of rain. Otherwise, the other chance, partly sunny, and a high 92. That's the latest Lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
The human brain is a complex network of cells where a stroke can happen. When it does, time lost is brain lost. That's why hospitals in Troy, Opp, Eufaula, Geneva, and Ozark have joined Southeast Alabama Medical Center to build the region's largest stroke network. Using telemedicine, local emergency rooms connect with stroke specialists to start advanced stroke treatment sooner. And if needed, you're transported to the Certified Primary Stroke Center at Southeast Alabama Medical Center. Saving time, saving lives. We're your stroke care network.
Well, I don't know where the sports went. Well, we'll see if we can find that in just a moment. 74 is our low this morning. The official sunrise at 6:10. The official sunset at 7:31. The winds are from the south, maybe a mile. 75 degrees and sunny skies here at the studios of WOPP.
Memorial Hospital. Our mission is to provide.
You want this all on one cut, or did you want it?
One cut.
Okay. To the communities we serve. We have knowledgeable physicians and exceptional staff who work hard every day to address the needs of our patients. We provide a range of services like our Senior Behavioral Care Unit, Sleep Center, Emergency Department, or Wellness Center. Mizell Memorial Hospital has been a part of the community for over 60 years and is committed to quality and compassion. We are proud to be your community hospital. Mizell Memorial Hospital, every day making a difference.
Alabama's annual alligator hunt is underway. Alabama Department of Conservation said 260 people received tags that allow them to hunt alligator during the limited season. The Alabama Wildlife and Freshwater Fisheries Division has begun sharing photographs from this year's hunt on its Facebook page. The length of the season varies for each of the 4 hunting zones. The season begins Thursday in the southwest and west central zones and will last a few days. Each year's hunters apply to participate. Names are drawn by computer to receive an alligator possession tag. During the 2014 season, a woman caught a record-setting 1,000-pound alligator that was more than 15 feet long. The Troy Trojans hosted Media Day this weekend. The big story of the day, who would be the starting quarterback the opening week with Boise State. The battle is between redshirt sophomore Sawyer Smith and junior Caleb Baker. Head coach Neil Brown said no starter is named yet.
The 35th annual South Alabama Gun Club Gun and Knife Show will be Saturday and Sunday. This will be located at the Kiwanis Community Center in Andalusia, and it's open to the public. Saturday it will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Sunday 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., and admission is $5 a person. Children 12 and under are free.
Opp Coupleman Society's 2018 Color Trail Run will be Saturday, August 18th at Frank Jackson State Park. Registration will be at 8 a.m. and the race begins at 9. The event will not be timed and there is no age groups. Medals will be awarded to the first 3 males and the first 3 females to cross the finish line. All proceeds will support the need for band instruments for use by the students of Opp City Schools. If you register the day of the race, it's $30 per person and t-shirts are limited. You can register online at www.active.com or registration forms are also available at Mizell Wellness Center. There will be a color fun run after the race for kids. There is no charge for the fun run and it's for ages 10 and under and no medals will be awarded.
T Football Kickoff Party 2018, Saturday, August the 18th, 6 o'clock to 9 p.m. at the Trojan Arena. Live music, complimentary food and beverages, silent auction and prizes, including $10,000 grand prize. Purchase your ticket by Friday, August the 3rd to be entered into an early bird drawing to win an additional $1,000. Tickets are $125. Tickets admits 2 people into the kickoff party and is good for 1 entry into the prize drawing. To purchase tickets by phone, call Helen Shirley, 334-670-3482, or Judy Morgan, 334-670-3682. The 13th Annual Andalusia Area Chamber Classic Golf Tournament will be held Tuesday, August the 21st, 7:30 morning tee time. Player entry includes lunch, goodie bag, door prizes, and award reception at the Andalusia Country Club. Contact the Andalusia Area Chamber of Commerce, 222-2030 for complete information. That's Dateline Action News. Ops only, locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPB and repeated later across town.
This is your hometown.
Here's your weather bug, LA weather. I'm Ray Williams. Let's get this Monday morning started. We've got partly cloudy skies and your out-the-door temperature around 73. Increasing clouds giving us a 60% chance of rain, possibly a thunderstorm before 1. Partly sunny for the remainder of the day. Afternoon high expected of 92. Monday night, mostly cloudy, 74 for the low. Tuesday, 50-50 chance of rain. Otherwise, the other chance, partly sunny, and a high 92. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Hey, we can't have too much weather.
Hospital wants you to know when you respond to a stroke, every minute counts. Use the acronym FAST, FAST, to know if it is a stroke. Face, numbness or tingling, severe headache or difficulty seeing. Arms, numbness or weakness. Speech, trouble speaking or slurred speech. Time, if you observe any of these signs, call 911 immediately. Mizell Memorial Hospital is a member of Southeast Alabama Medical Center Stroke Care Network and can provide patients with the highest level of advanced stroke care, which means a coordinated and quicker response time for our patients. Mizell Memorial Hospital, every day making a difference.
Once again, 74 is our low this morning. The winds are from the south, maybe 1 mile per hour. The official sunrise at 6:10. The official sunset, 7:31. 76 degrees sunny skies here at WOPP.
Today we salute you, Mr. Hot Dog Eating Contest contestant. What does it take to eat 2 dozen hot dogs in 12 minutes? Determination, fortitude, and a complete disregard for what they actually put in a hot dog. What's for dessert? 9 pounds of antacids and 7 hours of routine angioplasty. So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, old diplomat of the dog. Bud Light beer,
Distributed by Horn Beverage Company, Donna Horn, Sam Zipper, and Jim Booty Bruce.
Business owners, tired of spending a fortune on print advertisements that never get seen? Tired of watching the money you spend on coupon advertisements go from the mailbox right into the garbage? Target your customers on yournews.com. You can advertise as granular as 1 zip code or as broad as nationwide. Pay pennies based on results. Call
493-4545.
and speak with an advertising sales representative today. That's
493-4545. The Andalusia Gun and Knife Show, sponsored by the South Alabama Gun Club, will be Saturday and Sunday, August the 18th and 19th at the Kiwanis Community Center in Andalusia. Saturday, 9 a.m. until 5, Sunday, 11 a.m. until 4. The admission is $5 per person. Children under 12 is free.
Thinking about going out of town to do some shopping? How much money will you really save? Think about the extra gas, wear and tear on your car. And what about your time? How many hours will you spend chasing around trying to save a few bucks? When you stop to think about what it really costs you to shop out of town, you see how sensible it is to shop locally instead, with hometown merchants who work hard to earn your business. Next time you go shopping, invest in your own future. Do your shopping right here at home.
This reminder from your hometown radio station, WOPP.
Said the main board in the other computer went down during the weekend. Red board.
That ain't got nothing to do with that. VU meter in there that shows on the monitor inside the production room. That little VU meter that shows your voice, whether you're too hot or not. It's not doing anything. Well, when I played it back, you could hear it. But it sounded kind of echoey, but I didn't know if it was just a button somebody might have hit somewhere or.
Recording all right this morning. I'll have to check. If not, the one that counts is over there on the computer.
Yeah. Is it down now?
What down? Yeah.
Well, no, you were. It was Thursday night.
Friday night.
Before we had some lightning.
Well, that it being down is fine. The problem is, where's the board? I mean, you get on the damn phone. I mean, Brandon's got the damn board, so you don't wait. What if it was on the air? What if it was the one on the air? That's my hang up. Well, I'm glad we stayed on the air basically, other than from being off and all that. They done basically good. They just didn't pull in the damn trout.
They didn't what?
They didn't pull in the trout. They went fishing, but they didn't get the trout. They had a damn news story on that was out of date Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. That means your ears didn't work. That means you got something in your damn ears and can't hear. 3 of them listening, paying extra one to listen. Be sure everything is right. Things like that pisses me off. In case you didn't know. I mean, there's no sense in it. There's 3 people with ears, goddamn ears. They can hear. Listen to the goddamn story.
She secretly
Listen to the
recorded her
news.
firing.
It was all right.
Chief of Staff
First
John
thing I done, I heard it Sunday
Kelly, high
afternoon.
security in the Situation Room. Prosecution expected to call one more witness to the stand today in the federal trial of former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort. Still don't know if Manafort himself will testify later in the week. We have word this morning of an upcoming meeting between North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, South Korean President Moon Jae-in in Pyongyang.
The announcement, released after nearly 2 hours of talks led by the rivals' chiefs for inter-Korean affairs, mentions that while the September meeting takes place, envoys will discuss Pyongyang's nuclear disarmament efforts and international sanctions. But the statement is remarkably thin on facts. The 2 sides haven't mentioned an exact date for the summit or provided any details on how to implement past agreements. The push for what will be the leaders' 3rd summit since April comes amid renewed worries surrounding a nuclear standoff between Washington and Pyongyang. I'm Charles Suledesma.
Just a few dozen white supremacists turned out yesterday for a march near the White House. They were vastly outnumbered by thousands of counter-demonstrators and police. And Washington, D.C. Police Chief Peter Newsham says it was a textbook law enforcement operation.
There was no special accommodations. What you saw today, every single action by law enforcement today was to ensure separation. You have to keep these 2 groups separated.
They've recovered the black boxes from that plane stolen from the Seattle airport on Friday. Ultimately crashed on a small island southwest of Tacoma. The pilot, an airport worker, died in the crash. He was the only person on board.
Be no harm there.
Wall Street Dow futures down 69 points. NASDAQ futures off 24.
So it ain't that computer.
More on these stories at townhall.com.
Need to service
But it is in this computer.
buy a new or good used firearm will look no further than the
And it is on the air, but it ain't bad.
local repair and sales shop. They clean guns and sell pistols,
More than I want it,
rifles,
though. I
shotguns,
don't want none.
ammo, and accessories. Hog hunters, you need to check out the night vision optics. Need black powder gun parts? The Op Gun Shop.
And AM, you get away with harm better
Fast
than you can
turnaround
FM.
on-site gun repair. We also
Still don't
handle
want
FFL gun transfers for those who choose to shop online. The Op Gun Shop, open Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to noon. Located
I
at
did get me an
101
ace in
West
the-
Covington Avenue, across from the Op Donut
in the
Shop.
hole
Or call
during the weekend.
334-764-3457.
I met Mr. Johnson,
The Op Gun Shop.
the guy that bought the AMI's AM,
3457.
and he didn't get it moved quick enough. He had to bring it back on and just play some things to be legally on a few days, 30 days I think it is. Not running no commercial, nothing like that. But anyway, he also has the FM in Goshen. And needless to say, he hadn't got that on, but he got the FM license.
In the past
and
2 months,
talking with him,
it's incredible.
He believes he can move the
where I was,
tower site below Brantley, which would put a prime signal rock.
And to think I would.
So anyway,
I would do this. I would have laughed at
he's supposed to be checking that for me.
There's no way, no chance.
Well, I got me a backup.
With a 4 under 66 to reach 16 under for the tournament. He is the 5th player to win the U.S. Open and the PGA in the same year. He's in.
But I told him if I acquired the AMI where it's at,
this is SRN Sports.
that I might be interested in his in Goshen.
Super Speedway for the Kids VIP experience. Kids 12 and under can choose from a number of great options behind the scenes, like guided garage tours, pre-race photo ops, and more. This is more than a race. This is Talladega.
DNR, and that makes it great.
Get ready for one of the premier showdowns in all of college football this season. Troy versus Boise State, Saturday, September 1st at the Vet.
Cassie said that's mighty nice of Robert is just coming up to this funeral home. I said, yeah, he knows everybody.
They're like cousins.
Troy versus Boise State.
Raised all together. We got the same uncle now. I got there 5. I just literally getting back 5 minutes. 3 when I'm 2 when I'm on in.
He's pretty close to James in line. Kelso.
Yeah. I hugged her dad.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. He looked the other way. I don't know whether he did it on purpose or. I actually think he's talking to somebody else. So.
Grasshopper. We got grasshopper.
Yeah, on plot of me.
All the way up to a big 72 big. We will not be undersold. Did I say financing? We got some great deals on financing. If you got approved credit, 0% interest on most models. Hey folks, come see us. We are your power source when it comes to outdoor power equipment. Did I say about the steel weed eaters? We got a great lineup of steel weed eaters, all the way from the handheld trimmers to the backpack blowers. Don't forget our golf cart lineup. We have Mountain Rise, Yamaha Dylan, and Easy Go. And yes, we carry Yeti and the Big Green Yeti. Don't forget us, we will not be undersold. JR's Lawnmower Shop, located Highway 84, better known as Cummins Avenue, in the Cotton Mill Village. Come see us.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA.
Quarter one sliced pork chops, $1.19 a pound. USDA boneless top sirloin steak, $3.99 a pound. Fresh fryer wings, $1.99 a pound. Essential everyday milk, 1 gallon, 2 for $5. Sours mayo, 30 ounces, $1.88. Del Monte ketchup, 24 ounces, 77 cents. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, 18 ounces, 99 cents. Dole garden salad mix, 12-ounce bag, 99 cents.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in the Bar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Caroline's Country Stores, Highway 84 East, Highway 134 at the county line, and in Antioch. Open 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday until 6 on Sunday. Off-road diesel. Feed bins at 134 in Antioch, Copper Kettle at County Line, Hunt's Pizzas at County Line at 134, and Lee's Cafe in Falls at Carolina Country Store, Highway 84 East. That's where you'll find the Case 9. Caroline Country Store number 4 is now open. Highway 331 South, 5 a.m. until 9 p.m. And they have kerosene. Caroline's Country Store.
MediaCom's Super Savings Event is here. And that means if you're not a MediaCom customer, switch now. Bundle super fast internet, action-packed TV, and home phone for as low as $24.99 a month each for 1 year. No contract required. Ditch your current provider and call 1-800-SIMPLIFY to make the switch to MediaCom. Enjoy TV with local, sports, and cable channels on now and free on demand. Plus, everyone can be online at the same time with insanely fast internet speeds from 60 meg to 1 gig with in-home Wi-Fi. Plus, for a limited time, get Showtime for 6 months and free DVR service for 3 months. MediaCom's Super Savings Event ends soon. Call 1-800-SIMPLIFY today. Available to qualified MediaCom customers only.
Could be. Would I get that lucky?
Regional sports surcharge, taxes,
I don't know. You've been playing with it all morning trying to figure out where it's coming from.
Restrictions may apply. Not available in all areas. Call MediaCom for
Yeah, I still got this wire speaker too. I had forgotten about it. Wondered somebody finagle it, lose it. Why then?
In your first 2 years at LBW, you can save more than half the cost compared to a 4-year university while earning transferable college.
I got the computer up there.
Choice and with your money. You don't have to be in debt to get the career you deserve.
I think they left something plugged in.
On August 20th. Visit lbwcc.edu for more information.
Because if nothing plugged in, it would be no harm.
College. Your future,
Be nothing
your
there.
choice, your college.
Come and get the best donuts in the Wiregrass at the Op Donut Shop, featuring classic yeast glazed and designer
Check it
donuts.
next news,
Tired
guys.
of the same old dry biscuits in the morning? Try their delicious breakfast sandwich made of a glazed or plain yeast roll with bacon or sausage, egg, and cheddar cheese. And don't forget the coffee. Their premium coffee is the best around. Plus, they have iced coffee, cappuccino, frappes, and soft drinks. For lunch, try
I sent him that yesterday and afternoon. He had it there this morning. How about that?
Open Monday through Saturday from 6
Gun shop and donut shop.
located at
U.S.
112 West
Good
Covington
thing.
Avenue, across from the Op Gun Shop. Call 493-0830 and order a dozen donuts today.
Here's your weather bug, LA weather. I'm Ray Williams. Let's get this Monday morning started. We've got partly cloudy skies and your out-the-door temperature around 73. Increasing clouds giving us a 60% chance of rain, possibly a thunderstorm before 1. Partly sunny for the remainder of the day. Afternoon high expected of 92. Monday night mostly cloudy, 74 for the low. Tuesday 50-50 chance of rain. Otherwise the other chance partly sunny and a high 92. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Hey, 74 is our low this morning. The winds are from the south, maybe a mile. The official sunrise at 6:10. The official sunset at 7:31. It's sunny skies, 76 degrees here at the studios of WOPP. Yeah, we know we got a little growl in our computer that's running the commercials and all. We're trying to isolate it.
Welcome home, Robert.
Yeah.
He's been worried about this little hum.
I can't stand
all morning
hum.
long.
Can't stand hum. The thing's not done. It's supposed to have been done. But anyway.
You have a good trip, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything new?
Oh, yeah. Very valuable. Very valuable.
I saw parts of your little interview with the lady that's the world or the national champion bartender.
You're talking about Laura Newman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice girl. Good looking girl.
Yeah, she seemed to be pretty nice.
Yeah.
You said she's got a new place there in Birmingham. She's getting ready to open, or
Will be in about September. Her place. Right now she's busy promoting or tiling. The company sends her out different things. They had something Friday night. She invited me to that, and it started at 10 and ended at 2. I said, I don't think so. Don't think so. Don't think so. But, yeah. She's from the Bronx.
From the Bronx.
Yes.
From the Bronx.
But I think the Southern has rubbed on her a little bit.
Has it rubbed off on her a little bit?
Yeah.
Well, that's got to be a good thing.
Mhm.
That's got to be a good thing. Well, we had Jody and Brittany here Friday morning, and we
Trucked it along, huh?
Yeah, we trucked right along. Brittany did a pretty good job, I thought.
Running the board.
Yeah.
And y'all done the news.
We got it all taken care of, and
No dead hair.
no
You
dead.
said when the storm came in Friday
Except
night?
when the storm came, boy, that was a doozer now.
Then everything was dead, wasn't it?
I mean,
The town.
we just got, in about 30 minutes, just got a pile of rain, and then there was light, and it just went on and on and on.
Yeah. Actually, the current going off could probably ended up being a blessing for the station because if it stayed on during that lightning, it'd probably end up getting hit.
Yeah, I don't see any way that it could have avoided the towers being hit with all that lightning that was popping, and it was down to the ground kind of lightning, you know.
Yeah, I sent a text, not being in a hurry to bring it back on the air. Wait sure if the current came back on, wait till the lightning quit.
Yeah, that's right. I saw your post that you're off the air. WOPP was off the air because of power. issues. And our power went off at the house.
Shannon put that up. I didn't.
Oh, she did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, good for her. Went off at the house, and the electricity came back on. Now, the internet stayed off
For a while.
for quite some time.
Yeah, all the I was a little didn't know apprehensive about all the internet stuff back up, but it was when I checked it last night, and everything's streaming like it's supposed to be. A lot of that comes back on automatically. However, if you're down several hours, you have to redo everything.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know, and again, hats off to the utility department.
Oh yeah.
Steve Pyland and that crew that gets out in this weather and fixes all this stuff.
gets us going again.
Well, they have to locate it first, and then they, you know, it's not just, they don't know exactly what to do every time, but they do know where to start looking.
It's called isolating.
Yeah, they do a good job of that.
Then work for it.
They do. We're mighty fortunate to have those guys that are ready, willing, and able to get out and do that. So thank you to the utility department.
The hard-working utility department.
That's right.
Don't say it too loud; they might go to their head, you know. Nah, they're good guys.
You know, people get they get a little I don't know, angry sometimes when their power goes off like that in a storm like that.
Well, you need to have a generator if you're that type of person.
Well, absolutely, and now that wouldn't help your maybe some of your other issues if you were worried about internet or not, but it would give you your power back. And
Go outside and
we were really, I think we were really lucky. Now, other side of town, I think got it a little worse.
Yeah.
Their power stayed off a lot longer than ours. I know my daughter's over on Pearl Street, hers stayed off a little bit longer than ours did.
Well, you know, people ask me why don't we have the automatic generator, and one of the reasons right there, if the current goes off, there's a reason, and most time around here it's lightning. We don't really need to be on when it's lightning.
No.
So you know that's one of my reasons of not investing that $7,000. And
if you're off, you're just off, but it may be good that you are off.
Because if we know it's going to be long term, we can hook up. And it takes about 30 minutes when we're on a generator.
Yeah.
If we know it's long term, we can do that. Or we know the city's got to do a plan long term off. We can do that too.
Mm-hmm.
But it does take us about 20 to 30 minutes to pull it up. And that's if Ronnie's in town. I'm not about to let him show me how to do that.
Yeah, I might.
Or some of them around here. I think I know how to do it. I had never done it. I think I know how to do it. If Steve had time during that, he could do it for me, but he probably wouldn't have time.
Yeah, well, that would be the holdback.
A planned one he would.
Yeah, well, he might would.
Yeah, but
he's pretty good. I noticed Steve likes to get a jump on things. He was like a month before school started. He was they'd had some issues with those flashing signs about reducing speed and all.
Yeah.
And he was getting a jump. He was already working in the box, replacing some of the elements in the box so that it'd work properly.
I bet he'll be checking the stadium lights soon, of course.
I wouldn't be surprised about that at all. That if he hadn't already, he might have already done that. I don't know, but
well, they're computer run, and the computer tells them when the light is out and all that. But you need a human to look too.
You do, and I think Steve. I'm pretty sure he would probably do that. Or either the coach may do that and let them know if there's some out, but not that they can do anything about it because the coach have to contact the light company.
Oh, that company does the service. See, they got a contract out.
Yeah.
Which is a smart thing to do, to be honest, because they provide the bulbs and everything.
It's pretty neat deal, and I guess you can override that computer some way, but a lot of schools have gone to that where you have to program in the times for it to come on, and actually that computer isn't even on campus.
No.
It's off somewhere else.
But it can be on the road because we do it at rodeo.
Okay. I figured there was a way and you could do it. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah. We need that on our barks down here on the ball games and all.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Especially cutoff time.
Yeah. Just that they automatically shut off.
Yeah, anything's left on, unless you program. If your seal game's going to go overtime, you have to program.
I don't know why. I don't know if the cost involved in the few times that they do accidentally get left on all night. I guess that hasn't been great enough for them to take on the expense of. Because I guess you'd have to put up all new lighting system to tie into that. I don't know.
Be the same type of lighting that we have at the stadium, but
yeah,
we got that at Merchant Field. Don't have it down here.
Okay.
I believe what I was told. Yeah, I guess believe I was told that. I'm not 100%. Yeah, but yeah, it's something to look at.
Something to look at.
Something to look at.
Oh, Tiger was on wood. Tiger was on wood. Tiger was on fire.
He was on fire.
I mean, yeah,
he almost done it.
He ended up in second, but
yeah, that's the best he's done in a while.
It is. It is.
He had the fans rocking, didn't he?
He when he gave that fist pump.
Uh-huh.
Hit a big shot, you just kind of knew that you better watch out.
But the guy that won was the first big win, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too. Yeah, beat Tiger. He'll remember that, won't he?
Oh yeah.
When Tiger's about to make his comeback. Yeah, that's cool. 19 past 7. I think they got something in school tomorrow. In service, not in service, but teachers, parent, PT, maybe the first PTA or something like that. I've got it somewhere around here. Here it is. Hang on. Op Elementary School Parent Night is tomorrow night.
Okay.
First and second grade 5:30. Third and fourth grade is 6:30. And then Thursday night is the Op Middle School Parent Night Connection 101. It's at 6 o'clock. Then Saturday night is the Op Middle School Beauty Pageant. So school is definitely back in.
And they hit the ground running, don't they?
Yeah. Next Thursday, the 23rd, is OES PTO fundraising kickoff. Op Middle School Football Andy Kinston Jamboree. How about that? How did you know about that one?
I didn't either.
That's kicking off football early. Then the following week, the Miss Optimus pageant on Tuesday night, the 28th. OHS pitchers will be taking that same day. Then Thursday night, the 30th, Op Middle School versus Rehoboth. High school volleyball team will be at Sampson JV and varsity at 4. And then we kick off the Op Bobcats season as we host Elba on Friday night, August the 31st. So, wow, 3 weeks.
You know, the first day of school, you remember Facebook was just loaded with pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Of kids. My first day of first grade or second grade or third grade or whatever. What I saw this weekend were a lot of parents taking their young adult children to college.
Crying.
And, first day of college, and
there's tears.
Leaving them overnight.
Tears in their beer.
Leaving them overnight, getting their room set up, and driving away. And I'm right there with them. That's a hard thing to do.
Hard to do.
When we took Caitlin down to Mobile and left her at USA. Me and Kathy just kind of were quiet just about half of the way back to Op, but every now and then, from either one of us, you could hear a...
Yeah, I think it's pretty tough for my dad and mom leaving me in Atlanta. I think more than school, it was Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, that was us. It wasn't so much the school. We loved the campus down there. It was being in Mobile. But my sweet girl learned the way to Op, and she came home just about every weekend.
Pretty good drive, too. One of our honorees, in fact, our broadcast of the year, Lord, I can't think of his name now, but he's a true local, small town radio station. A lot of his friends and all had to drive a Mobile to Birmingham for that event, so that's 5.5 hours.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good ride. How was the traffic on your trip?
I got actually very lucky. My lane congested down maybe one time, just a little bit. Most of the time we was traveling 80 to 85 miles an hour, and if you didn't, you got lost.
Or run over.
Yeah, so I mean, really, you had to, really. But the other lane, the southbound, it was jammed a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
Wrecks, accidents.
I've seen, you know, I don't understand that traffic because you can get bumper to bumper, you know, just creeping along, and you move that way for several miles, and then all of a sudden,
boom!
You just take off because there's nothing there to
No
have.
more.
You don't understand why it was so slow.
I will say this: they are adding lanes on the inside in a lot of the heavy
Going
area.
from 6 to 8 lanes.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, they got to do something. I
that's
want
real
one
practical.
of them. I want one of them cars that turn into a